Hey, RosterWatch Nation, it's your friendly neighborhood Trashman back with another Dynasty Rankings update. I'll go ahead and get started. First off, we have Javonte Williams, age 24. He is falling from 56 to 64. Williams had somewhat of a down 2023 season. Over 800 all-purpose yards, but only 3 touchdowns. This was after an ACL surgery the year before. So, it could have been worse, but it also could have been better. We don't know if Williams will ever get back to his pre-ACL injury form. Head coach Sean Payton, I don't think he feels like Williams is necessarily the guy there in the Denver backfield. I mean, he's got Jaleel McLaughlin there, who was really dynamic in 2023. The Broncos just drafted Audric Estime in April. So there are other options for Peyton, and he doesn't seem scared to go with them. In fact, when he was asked about the situation recently, he said that, we'll see what happens, basically. So Javonte Williams is not the lock that maybe we think he is or thought he was. And for that reason, I'm lowering him in the rankings. After that, we have Rashee Rice, age 24. He's falling again from 72 to 81, keeps on falling. But he keeps on making mistakes. This time, an assault charge from a Dallas nightclub. This is in addition to the litany of charges he has from, the collision he had, about a month ago. Before this, Rice was well on his way to being arguably the lead receiver in Kansas City, the lead wide receiver in Kansas City. At this point, though, it looks like he may not even start the season. He's going to miss games. And for that reason, he drops again because he keeps on screwing up. After that, we have Zay Jones of the Cardinals, age 29. He is going from unranked to 250, the last position. It's yet to see. We're yet to see what Jones does as a Cardinal. In 2022, he actually had a good season with the Jaguars, over 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. Last season, though, he was injury-plagued, didn't have a great season, became expendable, especially when the Jaguars drafted Brian Thomas. But as a Cardinal, he comes into a receiving corps that is pretty shallow. I mean, sure, you got Marvin Harrison Jr., and you got Michael Wilson, but behind them, it's wide open. So Jones could slot right in as the outside receiver opposite to Marvin Harrison Jr. That being the case, he would see plenty of targets from the get-go. He would be fantasy relevant with Kyler Murray under center. So for that reason, we got to put Jones back on the 250. Unless, and until another Cardinal receiver usurps him. So there you have it. Dynasty rankings for this past week has been the Trashman on behalf of RosterWatch.com. And until next time, be ready.